Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here with another episode of Advice for Magicians. Today I wanted to do sort of a quick one for you, talking about mental snapshots. So what exactly am I talking about when I say mental snapshots? What you want to do anytime you're performing is leave the spectator, when they go back to kind of think about what happened, you want to leave them with specific images in their mind, right? So for example, let's just say I'm doing that trick where I turn over a card. Let's just say it's the ace of spades, and I ask the spectator to hold their hand out. I place it on their hand, then I turn over a joker, right? And then I click my fingers. I turn the card back over. Now I have the ace of spades, and they open their hand, and now they have the joker, right? Basic trick, 2-card transposition. I'm sure we all know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, what's the mental snapshot here? The mental snapshot is simple. I want them later on to have this idea in their mind that I placed the card in their hand, the ace of spades. They saw the ace of spades go into their hand, and when they turned it back over, it had changed, right? Rather than me showing them a card, keeping it, then asking them to hold out their hand, and then putting in their hand, right? Does that kind of make sense? So the idea is to have them, when they're explaining this to their friends later, be like, yeah, man, he put the ace of spades in my hand. I saw it in my hand. And then he just like clicked his fingers, and the next thing I know, it was a joker, right? There's something that happens called the Mandela Effect. Kind of. It's a variation on the Mandela Effect, where you reconstruct memories in your mind based on bits and pieces of information that you've received. Your mind doesn't necessarily put them in the correct order and sorts of jumbles them around. So the way that I like to do this is I hold the double lift out towards the spectator. I say, I'm going to put this in your hand just like this, okay? And I want you to keep your hand nice and flat. In that gesturing move, that's when I do the switch. But I put the ace of spades as if I'm going to put it in their hand. I touch their hand even with it. It's a double, of course. The joker's hiding behind it. But I touch their hand with it. And I say, I'm going to put this in your hand. Make sure you keep it really flat. There you peel off the single and you put it in their hand. Later, when they construct this in their mind, they're going to remember that they saw the ace of spades touch their hand and it was face up, right? So later when they're constructing all of this and they're explaining this to their friends, yeah, man, he put the ace of spades right on I saw it. It was the ace of spades. He put it in my hand, clicked his fingers, and then it was a joker, right? Another example of this, let's just say I'm going to do like a book test, right? We'll go ahead and grab a random book here. Growing Up Female with a Bad Reputation. Great book, by the way. I'm going to flip through the pages just like this. All I want you to do is say stop, okay? Stop right there. Perfect. Go ahead and look at this word here. You got it? Perfect. Okay, I'm going to look away. You keep me honest. And the snapshot that I want them to have in their mind is this one where I'm looking away, right? This is the snapshot that I want them in their head. Now, is that actually what happened? Not really. I peeked at the word. I'm not going to explain exactly how, but I peeked at the word in the book very quickly and very subtly. So the way that this goes, one more time, so watch closely so you guys can see it. I'm going to flip to the pages just like this. You'll say stop, okay? You'll get the word and you'll memorize the word. Sound good? Okay. Perfect. Right there is okay? Go ahead and look right there at the word. I just got my peek and I look away. I bring this up, I tap here, I look away, I close the book, and I open this hand, and I go, is that fair? And I'm not looking anywhere near the book, right? I'm looking completely in the other direction. So later, in their head, again, when they're reconstructing this in their mind, what they're telling themselves is, yeah, and, homie didn't even look at the book. How could he have peeked at the page, right? So there's lots of different examples of this. What are some examples of this that you guys can think of? And in what ways can you evoke this Mandela effect to kind of happen so that when they're thinking about it later on, they kind of create a memory in their mind that isn't quite exactly how things happen, but makes the effect seem even more impossible? What is your mental snapshot moment? All right, everyone, before you go, just a couple of quick announcements. If you enjoy this type of thing, you want some more advice for magician style content, please feel free to click the subscribe button and make sure to ring the bell. That way you guys don't miss out when I upload new videos. If you'd like to continue to support the channel, I also encourage you to click the join button and become a Mob Squad member. It's only $1 a month, and members get access to a bunch of really cool stuff. You get to see all of my tutorials right here on the channel. You'll get early access to these uploads, so you don't have to wait for them to premiere, and I'll even shout you out right here. So ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome some of our newest members. And I apologize if I butcher your names. Please say hello to Lawrence Badanai, Cyril Baffert, and Case Dish. Thank you guys so much for becoming members. It's because of your guys' support that I'm able to keep this channel going. So thank you so much. Till next time, everyone. Take care.